Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Good morning and good evening to everybody out there watching here tonight. It is A&E Truck Series Season 2 Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Bristol, baby! In the Truck Series here tonight, going to bring us the live coverage, getting ready to end the regular season and go into playoffs starting next week. But before we get ready to talk about those amazing racetrack and all the beautiful things that Bristol has to offer, let me go ahead and introduce my co-part. That's going to be Nigel Seidel. Nigel, how you doing out there tonight, buddy?
Good evening, Dylan. Good evening to Dean. It's in the trailer bringing you the pictures. And good evening to everyone watching at home. The regular season finale, Bristol Motor Speedway. Wow, we got 31 trucks out there tonight, and this is anybody's race.
Yeah, anybody's race indeed. And what a better way to end the regular season, Nigel, than a little bit of a short track debut, you could say, for a lot of these drivers. There's going to be busted knuckles. There's going to be white knuckling all the way around this racetrack. It's going to be a blind racetrack where a wreck can happen, and you won't see it till you get around the corner, and it's right up on top of you as looking at the playoff standings going into the final race of the season. It's going to be Tom Freer, the only multi-winner this season. Brad Newman in second, Aaron Borg, Jason Holdsworth, and Tyler Williams are the only drivers with the race wins here tonight. But looking down at that cut line, Nigel, it's getting pretty spicy around Trent Lavelle, Riley Curtis, and Lachlan Pryke. Those are the three drivers I'm going to be paying close attention to because points are going to be what really matter here tonight. Anything can happen. Bradley Cairns can come in, snag a win, and make his way into the playoffs after this race. Lachlan Pryke, Riley Curtis, anybody on that right side can do it. Obviously, the people that are on the left side, Jamie Davis, Andy Barber, Angus, and Kute Dal are all locked in, ready to go. But anything can happen. It is Bristol, a lot of banking, 2 sets of pit road entries to get into. It's definitely going to be a dogfight here tonight.
100%. We look at this playoff picture right now. There's probably only 2 drivers there. The Lachlan Pryke, and we got Locke and Riley Curtis, who are just below that cutoff line that can make it into the playoffs on points, that is. But don't rule out Lachlan Frank. Bradley Cairns is not racing tonight, but we've also got David Lawler and Jaron Gilbert, Kelvin Clark and Marty Mitchell there. They can still win this race tonight. It's going to be in for an interesting race as we're about to go green. We better get to this grid. Oh no, we've got 1:45 left in the session. Sorry, I'm in the pace car here at the moment on my screen.
They're looking here right now. Everybody's getting into their cars, getting in everything adjusted for the race night here tonight. Getting ready to go from qualifying into the race. Make sure that they got their race set in as we get ready to pull up our race grid here tonight. And it's going to be Double D, David Douglas from Nitro Racing, starting on the pole here tonight with Aaron Borg starting on his outside in P number 2. Lobs Esports driver number 1 of Bad Brad Newman starting P number 3 with Brandon Griffiths in the first Project 36 car starting P number 4. Kute Dal in P number 5. Lachlan Pryke starting outside row number 3 and 6th. Racecraft Academy number 6 of Tyler Williams starting 7th. Angus Lawford in another Project 36 starting P number 8. Lachlan Ircrugio in 9th. Tom Freer for Synergy Sim Racing in your top 10. 11th is going to be Nitro Racing's Jason Holdsworth starting in P number 11. And Brian Blundell rounding out your top 12.
Position 13, David Lawler, Project 36 car in the 136. On his outside is the other Project 36 car of Jamie Davis. In 15th, another Project 36 car of Jared Gilbert. Trent Lavelle starting from out of 16th tonight, hoping to keep his playoff spots alive. Aaron Dorman, his teammate for Australian-wide racing in 17th, but his teammate, another Australian-wide racing car of Aaron Major in 18th. Syben McKernan in the 900 starting in 19th with Matt Raymonds from SRM Australia in 20th. Lachlan Frank starts in 21st with Tim Blundell in 22nd. The two Southern Stars cars of Ryan Barber in 23rd with Andy Barber in 24th. As we go over the page, we've got Chris Bleakley for the 1-9 racing in 25th. Mark Grocock in 26th. Brad Wright starting in 27th. Riley Curtis in 28th. And Kelvin Clark rounds out the field tonight in 29.
So 29 cars going to make the call here tonight. And Nigel, you see it there, Bristol Motor Speedway. You can literally fit the entire track in one single camera shot that Dean is bringing us from the trailer down in the middle of this racetrack here tonight. 150 laps is going to be the total distance. You're looking at the weather down there in the bottom right corner. It's 77 degrees. A nice cool temperature here tonight. Wind is going to be 4 miles an hour. Conditions are going to be clear. Humidity is going to be 62%. You know, the conditions are clear right now, but as these drivers get ready to start running these laps, those conditions are going to be very clogged up around this high banked mile and half mile racetrack. Is pace lights going to be off this time by pace cars going to drop off into the pit road. Aaron Borg and it is going to be Aaron Borg and Dave Douglas going to bring us to the green flag for the first time at Bristol. Pull those belts tight. We are back to racing at Bristol for the regular season finale. Aaron Borg trying to take the lead on that outside. We've seen the lead go from one hand to another, but it's going to be Dave Douglas getting around on the bottom, keeping that number one spot.
Watch out, we've got a very hot track temperature out there tonight as well. Aaron Borg is hitting down pit lane as we got a car into the wall. Tyler Williams, I think, in the 6 car as we have our first yellow here tonight in number 6. We'll see what happens then. Looks like he just got loose coming out of the corner. Now, what happened to Aaron Borg? Did he jump the start?
I think that's exactly might have what ended up happening. You can see they're going into the corner. Tyler Williams jumps it just a little bit, getting a little bit loose going into the corner, gets rear-ended, but then ends up backing it into the wall with a little bit of rear-end damage. It could have been a little bit worse there, Nigel. Thankfully, just backed it into the rear end as we're going to get another nice little shot of this restart here. And the restart looks fairly clean, but there it is. Aaron Borg gets a better jump than the number 10. And then, what do you know, bad Brad Newman trying to make it a little bit 3 wide going into turns number 1 and 2. But not what Aaron Borg wanted to see. He hurried up, got down to the inside, but did not want to see that caution come out, as he had to hurry up and get down into pit lane and serve that black flag.
The good thing is, though, for Aaron Borg, he's already locked into the playoffs, so he won't have to worry too much about this. He's just going out there to cut a few laps because they're just trying to get himself ready for the playoffs. This is a single file restart as well, this one here, so we're going to go, instead of it being double lane, we're going to go single file. So as we're going to go green next time by, the pace car lights are coming off. No, they're not. They're staying on.
As we look on board with that number 36 machine, that's going to be Brandon Griffiths. That's another driver out here, Nigel, that's going to be looking to lock himself into the playoffs. A lot of these drivers are going to be looking to have really strong runs here tonight. Like we said, that cutoff line with Trent Lavelle, Riley Curtis, and Lachlan Frank, I do believe those 3 drivers are going to be another drivers that we're going to be paying close attention to, because those points down there are going to be really relevant onto where you want to be. Riley Curtis down in 19th. Then you got Lavelle in 13th. And then you got Lachlan Frank. He's going to be our highest one. He's going to be in P number... Oh, actually, he's going to be down in P number 17. So those three drivers that are battling for that last spot in the playoffs are right there next to each other. Every spot is definitely going to count when they need to have it the most.
And I'll be looking out for the 29 truck of Lachlan Pryke. He is my dark horse for the win tonight in that 24. Youngster in his first series, his first season in the truck series. He stepped up into the this season. He's going well so far. So he's my dark horse, followed by in the top 5 and the 55 is Kute Dow, who's been showing great pace all week in the officials.
As we get ready to go back, green flag, like you said, single file restart there. Dave Douglas gets a really good launch off of the corner. And there we go. These two, Brandon Griffiths and Dave Douglas, kind of tearing away from the rest of the pack, try to make anything happen that they can happen. Bad Brad Newman in P number 3. Fourth is going to be Kute Dow making the move on Lachlan Pryke. He's going to make his way up to P number 5 as Angus Lawford, Lachlan Urcugio, Jason Holdsworth, David Lawler, and Jamie Davis going to round out your top 10. But, you know, what's weird is that I'm seeing so far in this race is everybody's trying to get down to that inside. Nigel, use that inside lane to their advantage. When are we going to start seeing those double file moves? Who's going to be the first one to get up there to the outside, make that outside lane work? I know the outside is going to be the preferred lane. Obviously, some people want to use it early in the race, other people want to wait till the longevity of the race. But now it just seems like right now you're only on lap number 11 out of 150. You want to try to save your tires as best as you possibly can. Everybody's just sticking down to that inside.
100% if you get a good green flag run as well. Tyre wear does become pretty critical as well. I would have thought once these trucks get to about lap 80 to 90, you'll see the tyres start to fall off dramatically, as we'll start to see. We've got a crash there in the 17, I think, is involved there as well. Got 253 as well.
Yeah, definitely. Never want to see all these cautions happen. Oh, it looks like Lachlan Frank involved in that caution. He's not going to go down into pit lane. Everybody's going to have to get slowed down waiting for the caution, as caution number 2 involving, I believe, the Lachlan Frank. I believe he was involved. Is that Aaron Dorman up top? Gets involved. Oh, he locking it up right in front of Riley Curtis at the last second. Lachlan Frank turns it back down, and that could have been devastating for Riley Curtis, who needed a really strong run here tonight at Bristol.
100%. It just looks like as he come out of the corner, he's got loose. Just hits Lachlan Frank. I think the 17's got too much damage on there. Looks like we've got another crash somewhere. The 92 car going very, very slow. Probably waiting for the base car to catch up there. This will be a whoa! Someone goes flying past. We're going to have a double file restart this time by. As I wait for the pace car to catch up, all the trucks will be having their motor switched off, saving some fuel. If you're out there in the chat, make sure you say good day to us and fill the comments up, and also as well give the page a like and subscribe, and also give the chat as well. Give the broadcast a like as well, and we can't thank Nitro Racing enough. If you want all of your setup needs, new season, Dylan, season 4 has just started on iRacing. If you want all your setup needs, go visit the guys over at nitroracing.com, or go and follow them in the Discord at Nitro Racing at nitroracing.gg, I think it is, on the Discord.
As Barney's got the yellow flag still up in the air, everybody's going to get double file get ready to go back to green flag race. We have a full crowd, Nigel. They're on their feet. They want to see some punches thrown. They want to see double file. They want to see 3 wide. You can make it 3 wide here at Bristol. It is not recommended, but it can happen. I just want to be able to see some good short track racing, as so far we've seen the everything take off here as pace car down into pit lane one more time.
Green flag.
Double D bringing us back to the green flag. We are back to racing here at Bristol one more time. Brad Newman, beautiful run down to the inside. He's going to take over P2. He's going to be looking for more, though. He's looking down to the inside of Double D as David Douglas on that outside of the number 10 Nitro Machine, trying to hold strong. He's not got the angle, but it's going to be bad. Brad Newman taking over the race lead for the first time here tonight. He's trying to be another multi-winner this season.
Just look underneath there, Brendan Griffiths in the 36 truck as well. The coach, he also stepped his this season up into the Xfinity Series as well, but he's also running the Truck Series full-time as well, getting some great results in both. He's now into the top 2 position. He's going to be trying to chase down Brad Newman and see if he can take over the lead.
Yeah, you can see it there. Kute Dow and Jason Holdsworth getting stuck on that outside. A little bit of looseness coming from Lachlan Pryke in that number 29 machine down to the inside of Jason Holdsworth. Is Holdsworth holding strong on that outside? He knows he's got the truck to get it done. He's going to be able to get around the number 29 fairly easily, but with the inside having a little bit of a shorter distance around the racetrack, he's going to not make it as easy as Jason Holdsworth wants it to be, as he's going to get around the number 29 machine. Now they're back in that conga line, single file for maybe, I don't know, the first 12, 13 positions. And then we got a couple of stragglers making it side by side after that first pack, going through turns number 1 and 2 as going around. And Nigel, if this race stays green, these laps are going to take down fairly quickly.
100% as well, and there's a lot of trucks out there too. When you've got close to 29 trucks on a very, very close vicinity, the laps are not going to take long to calm down, and also too, we are going to have a lot of good tight racing. There's also too, in the top 10 at the moment, we've actually got 4 Project 36 cars now into the top 10. It's actually out of the top 11, there's 5. So those guys at the moment, they're the Project 36 cars. They've signed their new alliance this year with Outlier Speedco, their setup shop, and the speed these guys are starting to show is starting to come through. As the biggest mover in the race so far is Brad Wright. He's up 15. Riley Curtis is up 14. Lachlan Yagusha, he's down 14 positions. Tyler Williams is down 11 after that spin. And Aaron Borg with that pit restart infringement at the start of the race, he is down 25, but he is the lucky dog. He will get the free pass if this goes yellow once again.
Yeah, that is one thing that I think Aaron Borg's kind of hoping for, is a caution coming out, but he doesn't want to be involved in the caution, doesn't want to get any incident points, doesn't want to run into the back of anybody. He wants it to not be around him at all. Any sort of contact on that number 43 machine, once the caution comes out, he's going to be end up not getting that lucky dog. But, it is a very short track. Anything can happen at any given time, and already, Nige, we're about to be 30 laps into this race, and it's kind of strung out already. You got some lap traffic coming on around from the race leaders, as Dave Douglas got a really good run coming out of 3 and 4, had to get out of it just a little bit. He's going to look down to the inside of the chooch, as Brandon Griffith's going to be stuck on that outside. He's going to have the preferred lane here at Bristol. Looks like a little bit of looseness going into corner entry for the number 10 machine, but that's going to allow Lachlan, or Kute Dow, to get to his outside. New challenger for P number 3, Kute, trying to take that over.
Well, Kute Dow, the last season of iRacing was the season 3. He finished in the top 80 trucks in the whole world, so he's got a lot of practice last season. They had a lot of results as we got Brad Newman just about to get into the 73, but it looks like he just got him through with Mark Grocock. But touching that on Kute Dow, the form that guy's starting to show this season is season 3 in the top 80 trucks of the whole world, so he is one truck to look out for tonight.
Yeah, Kute Dow, I've seen him plenty of times throughout the official races in the seasons I would think, okay, cool, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna go in there, kind of farm some I rating. The first person I would see is be like Kute Dow, and I'm like, oh, I know this guy. I used to run with him in this series. So Kute Dow, one racer that is extremely well respected in the official services. Look at this gaggle of cars. We got 3 wide out of 3. There it is. Everybody making it through, Nigel. We're driving by the seams of our pants up here in the broadcast booth, and they're driving by the steering wheel and their seams of their pants down on the racetrack is somehow getting it through. No contact with any driver is almost a bad look there for Aaron Major. He's going to keep it up in the outside wall. He's got to get that truck down to the inside, get it down into pit lane, get that damage fixed. Otherwise, it was going to be a rough time for that number 105 machine.
And I think that's, once again, this shows you there's how talented these drivers are and how much work they put in. That we go 3 wide at Bristol. We don't bring out a caution. We don't cause a crash, and we keep racing. That's what you call how shows everyone at home how talented these drivers really are.
Yeah, you see it there. Beautiful shot of that digger cam. As I wish that was one camera NASCAR really brought back, is the digger cam. As Kute Dow looking down to the inside of Brandon Griffiths. He doesn't want just one position. He wants 2. He's looking down to take away P number 2 and focus his sights on the number 1 machine of Brad Newman. As not clear just yet. He's not going to be able to have the advantage. In Kute Dow fighting for his life to get that P number 2 here relatively shortly, as Dave Douglas sees the opportunity that he's having down on that inside. He's going to try to follow Kute Dow through.
As we go still the battle for the lead there. It looks like the corner exit of that 36 truck is a lot better off than that for 55 truck here at the moment. As we'll see as we go past this, as he gets just through there, and there might be a move here with Dave Douglas in the second. Whoa! But you just think when this look at when he gets the exit of the corner, that 36 truck just flies off the exit of the corner.
Yeah, it's just with how Bristol and how much banked it is and how much more speed that you can carry through the corners. You're not off throttle as much as you are down on that inside, because obviously when you're down on the inside, you want to try to hug that yellow line. You want to try to keep it down to the inside. You're not pushing up to the truck in front of you. And that is one thing that I do like about Bristol. There is multi-groove racing at Bristol. You can see it here. Jason Holdsworth goes up to the top, and he's getting a really good run on David Douglas. He's going to be side by side, looking possibly 3 wide. He's got the run. He's going to be the advantage going into turns number 3 and 4 for the number 8 machine, but he's got nowhere to go. He's got Brandon Griffiths up there in front of him, Dave Douglas down to the inside. Now it looks like Holdsworth going to try to run the middle lane, see if he just can't make himself like, hey, you know what? I got the truck. Let me go on by. Let me see if I have anything for Mr. Brad Newman up there towards the front.
Brendan Griffiths, he holds his own out there on that outside line here at the moment. If you're out there online, make sure you give us a prediction. Who's your prediction for tonight? Let us know. Let us know in the chat out there how you thinking the race is going to pan out with just on 102 laps to go.
Yeah, 102 laps to go here so far, as everybody trying to jockey for a position. Another thing that you really got to watch out for is those drivers on that outside. If they go up there a little bit too early, they could potentially burn off those tires a little bit too quickly over the people that are running the bottom. And now, if you're running the bottom, Nigel, let's say me and you are side by side, and I've been running hard, extreme fast lap times, lap after lap after lap, and you're down on the inside, and I start getting a little bit loose. Now you have to worry about me getting loose on your outside and potentially slapping you like, hey, I'm up here. And now you have to worry about making sure that you don't hit the wall. Your race still goes on. So there's a lot of factors going into how hard you want to run that truck on that outside.
Oh. And And just look out for Riley Curtis as well. He's currently in 8th. He started 28th. He's up 20 positions so far into the top 10 on the outside there of Lachlan Pryke as well.
Yeah, he's looking to hurry up, get around this number 29 machine. He doesn't want to be involved in a wreck here tonight and ruin his chances at playoff contentions here tonight at a Bristol Motor Speedway. And he's like, all right, you two battle it out once again. I just want to sneak by. Just don't involve me in whatever ends up happening here as these two going side by side. But caution flag going to rise again. Number 3 on the race here tonight. As Nige, I think this could be potentially when everybody pits, and I think everybody could potentially make it the rest of the way. As Tyler Williams looks like he's got some front end damage. I'm not sure if
I'm not too sure what that caution was for, to be honest with you.
Well, it does look like he's got some front end damage. Not exactly sure.
Well, the good thing is about this pit stop here, the Project 36 car, Brandon Griffiths, he was starting to fall off there after 50 laps. So this pit stop couldn't come at a better time. His short run speed is up there with some of the best in the field. So he will come down and he'll get new tyres on that there. And I expect that 36 truck to head back into the top 2 or 3 pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a lot of the times where a pit stop is definitely going to be worth it. And, you got Brad Newman. He's down in the pit lane. So I was actually getting ready to ask the question, is it dual pit roads or is it single pit roads? It always it always confuses me which pit road is which, because one style you got to enter through both pit roads. The other style you can only enter through one, whichever side you're on. And yeah, you see it there. Brad Newman entering through both. He's going to be in a pit lane this time by Kute Dow. Is going to be, I believe, our race leader, as he's going to be able to beat out Brad and Newman. So Kute Dow getting his first laps led. It may be on a caution, but they still count towards laps being led here tonight. And Nigel, you love to see it. Kute Dow getting himself up there in podium position. Now, don't step on it. We still got a lot of race left to go here. You're going to have Dave Douglas in second, and then you got Jason Holdsworth in P number 3. I want to see where Brad Newman files out here, because right now, looking at the sheet, he's all the way down in P number 13.
I think the one to watch out for in the restart here is in the top 5 now. Is we haven't talked about him so far tonight. Is the Tom Freer in the 41 for Synergy Racing. Now he's in the 41. Now he's into the top 5. He had the incident at the start. He went to the back. Now he's made his way back to the front.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one thing that we got to watch out for. Is, like you said too, we have not talked about him this entire time. Green. Same with. Well, we're back to green flag racing. There's a lot of going on through that yellow flag, a pit stop going on there. But Kute Dow leading us to the green flag. Jason Holdsworth going to take over P number 2. Dave Douglas dropping it down to P number 4. Tom Freer up to 3rd. And look at all the yellow and red trucks of the Project 36 machines coming up through the field, Nigel.
There is actually 3 of them now in the... Well, 1, 2, there is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 of them now in the top 15 at the moment. Look out for Brendan Griffiths, who is whereabouts is the Cooch. He's back down in 18th. He must have had a bad pit stop. And the other one too, Brad Newman's down into 13th, down to 10 positions as well. But Kute Dow, he did come down pit lane. He did put 4 tyres on that car. He made some pit adjustments to it, and he's back out there once again.
Yeah, definitely getting the right amount of service done on that number 55 machine to put himself up into first place. And I don't know about you, Nigel, but I've noticed a little bit something different about that 8 machine, Jason Holdsworth. He's not holding back, not at all. He's more the conservative, let me save my stuff, let everybody go on by. But Jason Holdsworth is not playing here today. He wants to show that he can be up there towards the front when it matters, and he can lead laps. It's not leading laps as of right now, but he's showing his hand up here in P number 2. Wants to keep it in P number 2 as they are steadily starting to pull away from the third place driver of Tom Freer.
100%, and these trucks they can make it to the end now on fuel. So that's one strategy call. Do you split this in half? Do you come down and get the fresh tyres, where within probably 50 to 60 laps there will be about a second difference between new tyres and old tyres? So will you get you a couple laps back over a long run? Those are the things that the crew chiefs and teams and drivers will be thinking about on this long green flag run if this happens now.
Nigel, me coming from a racer standpoint, if I know that I can make it, I am going to be saving a little bit of tire in my truck to make it the rest of the way so I don't have to make any last chance adjustments going into pit lane. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit different as everybody's driving styles, as tires get worn. They're not going to be predictable on the tires. They don't know when it's going to get loose coming out of the corner, other than that little bit of a long run that we had earlier before our third caution came out. So me personally, I am going to do everything I possibly can, kind of go into the corners a little bit of go into the corners nice and easily, not going to try to overdrive the car when it needs to be overdriven. I'm going to drive the track the way that it needs to be driven too. So I think the first little bit going to drive nice and easily, and then once the lap starts ticking down the way they need to be, that's when I'll start pushing it just a little bit harder.
3 wide going into turn 1 there between the 19 and the 194 of Ryan Barber, with his teammate Andy Barber behind him, and Brad Newman's making his way through there as well. If we do get another yellow flag, we'll bring the playoff picture back up there for those who just joined us, and we'll tell everybody whereabouts we are in the process at the moment as we ride on board here with Andy Barber in the 5 Southern Stars Esports car. Currently in 10th position, he's up 14 positions. He did start in 14th tonight. The quickest man out on track there at the moment is Kuday Tao with a 14.99. He is the fastest truck out there at the moment.
Yeah, Newman already back up there to P number 10. And this is something that we're going to watch too, is Brad Newman trying to work his way through the heavy traffic. I've seen Brad Newman do it before. Again, it is Bristol. It's going to be a tight, close quarter racing, as up ahead of Brad and Newman, you got side-by-side action. Trent Lavelle, I believe he is 1 lap down. I don't think he is going for any track position as of right now. Aaron Borg already coming around. He's going to be put down another lap. So not the type of night that Aaron Borg wants to see here at Bristol. But again, Aaron Borg's already locked into the playoffs. He got the win at Richmond earlier this season. He's just looking to put up some laps here tonight.
100% he is. He's just trying to get himself ready for the playoffs. We go to New Hampshire next week, which will be a flat, longer track. It's 1.25 miles, I think, off the top of my head, isn't it, Dylan? It's 1.25 miles.
They call it the Magic Mile.
The Magic Mile. So there we go. Sorry, I was a little bit out, but there you go. It's a flat oval. I know that there, and it's difficult to overtake. I remember that there as we and for Aaron Borg's sake, it's just a matter of getting laps in and still collecting those points. There's still points on offer, even if you are a lap down and have a bad night. But yeah, if you just run the laps, you never know. He's only 2 laps down, so anything can happen later on in this run.
Oh, absolutely. Anything can happen. And New Hampshire is one of those racetracks where you can use all of the racetrack to make a pass. You can go down below the yellow line, all the way down by pit lane, and come up on the racetrack and prove that you can do it. Oh, man. A little bit of a door slap. Looked like Aaron, I think that was either Aaron Dorman or, oh, Trent Lavelle locked it up. Caution flag. Project 36, the number 36, Brandon Scooch and Trent Lavelle having a little bit of a knockout session here. Da-da-da, da-da-da, as we have another yellow flag here tonight. I believe that, oh yeah, actually the first contact was with Trent Lavelle, Nigel. Now they're going to be three wide. Oh, he was already loose. And obviously they were side by side. The 42 of Recugio and Brandon Griffith's going to be side by side. Brandon, nowhere to go. Going to collect Trent Lavelle going through the corner.
The good thing is, though, there wouldn't be too much damage on that on Brandon Griffith's car as well. Did he hit the wall? No, I don't think he did. So with three sets of tyres, if I was Brendan, I'd be coming down here getting a new set of tyres put on that there, fix a little bit of damage up, and then go to the end. Oh, he would have a little bit of damage.
He just have a little bit of damage on that right front quarter panel, maybe possibly 30 seconds at most, and get that fixed. You already done flat spotted those tires. Go down, take some tires, as the rest of the field going to stay out. Obviously, I don't think they've ran enough laps to warrant them to go down into pit lane and get new tires, but anything can happen. We've seen crazier things, especially at Bristol. It can go green. And if it goes green, then the drivers that went down and got fresh tires, they're going to be the best ones going, as we have the playoff standings after Gateway sitting up here on the screen, and this is what we're talking about. Everybody, look how close those points are down there by 12th, 13th, and 14th.
100% at the moment. It's just speaking of the Devils, it was Trent Lavelle and Brandon Griffiths who just had that little incident there, and they're right on that cutoff line at the moment. And so far, Riley Curtis he's now into the top 10 at the moment. He's up 18. Lachlan Pryke's another one as well. Pryke, sorry. He'd be looking in as well. Now he's now into 14th, into the top 15 now. Trent Lavelle, he's in 21st. And 19th position at the moment is Brendan Cooch. So they'll have to finish 6 positions ahead of those guys, ahead of 8 positions, ahead of Trent Lavelle, and then they'll also have to finish 17 positions ahead of Brendan Griffiths as well. So those little things will be in their back of the mind at the moment, with 2 playoff spots on the line.
Yeah, 2 playoff spots going to be on the line, and it's going to be Jason Holdsworth going to take the inside. Kute Dow is going to take the out. This is going to be the restart number 4 on the racetrack here. Jason Holdsworth's got to be patient, as he's going to get the jump on Kute Dow. He's going to lead him into turns number 1 and 2. Tom Freer making his way up to P number 2. Not a good restart for the number 55 of Kute Dow. He's going to be stuck on that outside. But here comes Tom Freer to the inside, using that synergy magic, trying to propel himself up to P number 1.
In that throwback livery, still in that 41 truck as well. The Synergy Racing, as well as Jason Holdsworth's on his outside there as well. Kute Dow, we've got a truck into the wall as well. Lachlan Mercutio, something's happened there. He's got his way down the pit lane though, so we'll keep this. Will stay green. There's a battle for the lead between Freer and Holdsworth. Heats up.
Holdsworth takes it from the bottom up to the outside. He's going to try to pull a little bit of a gap between these 2 drivers, as you see there. Cugio down into pit lane still. He's got to make it all the way around both sets of pit lane entries before he can make it into his box, as we have another driver into pit lane, as we have 2 Project 36 machines. It looks like Angus Lawford in the number 52 and Jamie Davis right in front of him. So 2 of these Project 32s sitting 4th and 5th respectively. They've had a strong run. And then you got one of the Barber boys in the 6th position in Brad Newman on the outside of Dave Douglas, who has been going the opposite way than what he wants to be going, as Brad Davis backs out of that, loses a little bit of time to Dave Douglas, and now Dave Douglas all over the back bumper of the number 22 machine of Bleakley.
And also too, Lachlan Pryke as well. He's now in the 11th. Andy Barber there. He's just passing to getting himself into the top 10. Just at the moment there, Jason Holdsworth and Kude Tower are 1/10 quicker than the rest of the field there at the moment. And then also just behind that as well, Tom Freed at a 15.43. So he's just holding his line there at the moment. You never know, he could be saving a little bit of tyres. Now, just something to keep in mind here, guys, is the top 6 cars last pitted on lap 56. Dave Douglas is the first car who pitted with newer tyres at the moment. Now he's up to 7th. We'll watch. He's now 3/10 quicker than the rest of the field. Is something to keep an eye on as well. And the other cars behind them as well. Brad Newman took tyres then as well. Andy Barber, Lachlan Pryke did as well. And Aaron Borg. Aaron Borg is only now. He's now on the back on the lead lap.
And that is exactly what Aaron Borg wanted to see, was that caution get himself back on the lead lap. And Dave Douglas was trying to look down to the inside of the number 194 machine, not going to be able to get there. Beautiful run coming off turns number 3 and 4. He's going to look down to the inside once again to take over that position. He wants to get far away from Brad Newman as he possibly can and try to hold him on the back, as the 194 is going to keep it on that outside. But we have a caution flag on the racetrack, and definitely want to see where this one is. Everybody's getting ready to slow down as Trent Lavelle, another caution for the number 67 machine. He's got some rear end damage on that beautiful purple in chrome number 67. And see exactly what ends up happening to the number 67 of Trent Lavelle. Oh, gets out of the corner. Oh, Tokyo Drift. Thankfully, he didn't have a lot of cars near him, though, Nigel.
No, I think he just hit that bit of yellow. The yellow line just went below it. And as we see pit lane fire up here once again, we got 55 and the 41 and the 36, and now in now pit lane. Who else is down? We've also got Jamie Davis, Riley Curtis, Juan Blundell, Jared Gilbert, Trent Lavalle's down. Excuse me, Tyler Williams is down. Tim Blundell's down as well. So these guys will get down pit road taking tyres. Jason Holdsworth, he's staying out there though. He last pitted on lap 56. He must think his truck must be feeling okay.
Yeah, good call by Jason Holdsworth. Obviously, track position is going to be key here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. And I don't know about you, Nigel. I don't know if you watched Cletus McFarland, YouTuber, going ARCA racing. He's got Greg Biffle in his corner. Greg Biffle gave him the best advice in the world about that yellow line. He said, you can paint the yellow line, but if you go below that yellow line, don't even try to save it. There is no saving the car. Just get it straightened back up. Learn to live to race for the next lap. As it's pretty much exactly what happened to Trent Lavelle there going into turns number 3 and 4. He got below the yellow line, got him a little bit sideways. He was able to save it there, didn't collect anybody, didn't collect it into the outside or inside wall, so he lives to run another lap here tonight at Bristol. 103 laps down out of 150, and just like I said, Nigel, these laps, they tick by pretty quick. You would think, oh man, 150 laps is going to be long. No, not at Bristol.
100%. We'll go green when we've got 45 here to go, and 45 laps will probably only take, I'd say 20 minutes at the most if we go green. Look at that playoff picture once again. Now Lachlan Pryke, he's back into that top 5. Now just think Trent Lavelle, he's now in 19th, so you got to look at that there. So Riley and Lachlan have pretty much got that place of Trent Lavelle to fight for there. Brendan Griffiths at the moment, now he's back into the top 5 as well, so that position isn't available. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Trent Lavelle's in trouble here at the moment.
Yeah, Trent Lavelle not having a good start to his Bristol race here tonight, but it's going to be Jason Holdsworth and Dave Douglas taking over the race lead here tonight. Jason, with a strong restart on that inside, not going to be able to pull away like he did last time. He's got Brad Newman behind him. That's what he wants to see. He wants to see these two drivers stay side by side. But where's Holdsworth going to go? He doesn't want to go. He can't block both lanes at one time. He's going to keep it down on the inside. Dave Douglas, he's going to be looking 3 wide into the corner. Oh, split him like an Oreo. Jason Holdsworth goes from first to fourth, it looks like. Is maybe he might be able to hold on to that third place position. He's not going to be able to do it, but Brad Newman, he's not done. He wants to get up there to P1.
And a battle here between, a little bit of contact there between the 1 and the 10 on the outside there. Douglas is holding that low line down, and that Brad Newman's very quick on that inside line. Don't forget though, Andy Barber now is into the top 3, and look who's back in fourth there. Dylan, Aaron Borg's back.
Aaron Borg said, guess who's back? Back again. I'm back. Shady's back. Tell a friend as he's getting into the outside wall, but it's just giving him a little bit more speed coming to the outside lane. He's going to be able to get clear of that number 36, and there he is. After that little bit of... And Kute's around, and Riley Curtis is around. Caution, the flag is out once again. For a lot of playoff drivers, this is not what you wanted to see. I believe that is Riley Curtis sitting into the outside, into the retaining wall with, it looks like Trent Lavelle. As we get a nice little reshot here. Oh, Lachlan Frank, or is that Lachlan Pryke in the number 29, getting with the number 55. Oh, a lot of carnage going through that corner. I believe that was that? Lachlan. Not turning in where he wanted to turn in. Obviously, with the 194 being on that back bumper, he doesn't want to take the initiative to make sure that he was there. As that is not Riley Curtis. Oh, Trent Lavelle. Oh, somebody call 911. We might need an ambulance down there in the retaining wall. Absolutely.
Wow.
Front of the truck into those sand trap. Not what he wanted to see. Angus Lawford. And there it is. Oh, Aaron Dorman. His best Tokyo drift. Oh, no. Oh, look at that. Jason Holdsworth said, nah, not today. I'll go ahead and come to almost a complete stop to get around this wreck, as I think maybe we're going to see Jason Holdsworth go down into pit lane.
He'll be going to get some tyres put on that truck there. He'll also have a spare set of tyres up his sleeve as well. Riley Curtis gets his way through. Brian Blundell spins out. We've got Project 36. Tom Freer makes it through all of ours. Trent Lavelle, he's into the... he's hit hard into those bins there, so he'll probably just chuck his rubbish in there and chuck his rubbish in the bin and get out there racing once again. Wow.
Definitely not what Trent Lavelle wanted to have happen. You can see there he's trying to get it slowed down, goes down low, thinks he's good. Oh, gets hit. Oh, man. Oh, he's like, I just wanted to get through. It's always when you think you got through and you're like, yes, finally, I didn't get involved, and then right at the last second. You never celebrate too early, as Trent Lavelle. Trent Lavelle. That is definitely not what Trent Lavelle wants to see.
He wouldn't want that at the moment. So we got the battle in at the moment now. If that's hurt Kute down a little bit, I don't think his playoff spot at the moment is looking pretty safe. So he just needs to go down there, fix a bit of damage on that truck, and I think he'll be right. He'll be right to move through to the next round. The three that we have to watch here as we go green right now is Trent Riley Curtis and Brendan Griffiths.
Yeah, Brad Newman going to bring us back to the green flag. Aaron Borg having a really good restart. Dave Douglas having a good restart, but here comes the Barbers. The number 5 making his way up here to P at number 3, Aaron Borg, and it looks like it is the Griffiths, the Chooch, in P number 5. He's making his way back up towards the front as top 2 are going to be single file. Then you got, I believe that is, I don't know, I think it's Ryan Barber in the number 5, as we have another caution out here on the racetrack. Is going to be Jared Gilbert and the number 237.
We're talking. We'll see what's happened here. Is the 197 gets through and straight up into the 83. So damage there on the 237 there.
Oh, Jason Holdsworth barely getting through that, as Jason Holdsworth was hard on the brakes, but he had trucks every which way on his outside, couldn't move up the way that he wanted to go, as Matt Raymond getting involved in that one, as the 237 kind of slides up the racetrack coming off of the corner. Oh yeah, just kind of slides up, gets into him, and then Matt Raymond. The damage isn't too terrible for the number 83 machine. There's always that.
Now we look at the playoff picture as well. Looks like Lachlan Pryke, his race is done. He must have got significant damage on that truck. Now his night is done. So that's another playoff ramifications there on the 29 car of Lachlan Pryke. So this really does shake it up there a little bit now. So realistically, as we look now, it's only really Riley Curtis and Trent Lavelle at the moment, the only spots that are in jeopardy at the moment. Brendan Griffiths just needs to finish this race inside that top 10. If he's his team will be telling him that as well, that you just need to finish, don't need to do anything silly. Let's get that top 10 finish, and you're locked in the playoffs.
Yeah, looking there. Well, last week's race winners, Ethan Winter at Old Atlanta, and then obviously this week at Bristol. Going to throw a little bit of a horseshoe into the playoff standings here, and obviously Riley Curtis sitting 7th where he wants to be, but he's got to have some distance between himself and Trent Lavelle. I don't think Trent Lavelle is still out there racing, as he is in the pit lane with that heavy damage on the front end of that 67 machine. So definitely not what he wants to see, as we are coming down to 30 laps to go almost, as Kute down in the pit lane as well, getting that damage fixed.
Start as well between Brad Newman and Dave Douglas. These two have been fighting all night, but just remembered Aaron Borg just sitting right behind them there as well. He's starting on the front row tonight, so let's see what he can do. And don't forget the Cooch and the 2 Southern Stars cars on the outside.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Nitro Racing and all their setups and coming on board to support this series, as Pace Truck down into pit lane one more time. We are back to green flag racing. Brad Newman with a beautiful launch on that inside lane, but here comes Aaron Borg. It looks like the inside lane is where you want to be, what you want to do, and you need to have it the most, but Dave Douglas going to fight harder on that outside, and we may possibly look at another 3-wide situation. Chooch! Oh, gets tagged. Oh, they're all... Oh, the ARCA brake. No. I think I saw some memorabilia fly off the race trucks here, Nigel. For a low payment of $5.99, 4 times a week. 4 times a month. Sign it over to Dylan McDonald, and we can get you some memorabilia autographed from these drivers down on the inside. And oh, the Chooch just slid up just a little bit too much. He's already got it locked down, but oh, it's not a self-cleaning racetrack. He's going to come right back up in front of Matt Raymond. Oh, the 900 getting involved. Jason Holdsworth, by the skin of his teeth, avoids the contact. Goes all the way down, and yeah, there was a piece of memorabilia that slid from the top lane all the way down off of the racetrack. So, again, $5.99, 4 payments every month, and you'll end up getting some autographed memorabilia, as we're going to take a on-board look from Jason Holdsworth. He's going to take it all the way down towards the inside, almost gets hit by Chooch, almost gets hit by the 237. He's got missiles everywhere, but he gets that truck slowed down the way that he needs to. Is Jared Gilbert, I believe it was a 237. Maybe it wasn't.
The thing now we got to
Oh,
start to
yeah.
watch here
Oh,
now. Oh, man, big
Lightning
damage there.
McQueen. Ka-chow.
Now, just think now, guys, we've also got Jason Holdsworth. He's going to be on the freshest tyres out there, the same as Chris Bleakley as well, sorry. They got the newest sets of tyres on there as well. So with a single file restart, they might be able to use that to their advantage, being single file and thinking to themselves the leaders, not the ladders, the leaders do have 30 lap old tyres, so will be something to watch here with the strategy starting to play out now with only 25 to go. 27 to go, 20, not 25, 22 to go, and we go green next. God, I'll get it right in a minute. Sorry, Dylan.
English is hard. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, okay? Well, no, I can't give you the benefit of the doubt. You've been up all day. It is currently 7:03 in the morning over here in Indiana in the United States of America. As it is nighttime, futuristic for you guys over there in Australia, as it is Thursday night for you guys, Thursday morning for me. And yeah, you see all these beautiful trucks going on around, some damaged, some not, but still very pretty under the lights here at Bristol as single file restarts here tonight. Brad Newman going to bring these drivers back to the green flag. We are underway for another time around here at Bristol. Aaron Borg getting kind of left in the dust by Brad Newman, but it's going to be Brad Newman with the race lead. Aaron Borg in second. Third is going to be Dave Douglas. Fourth and fifth are going to be the Barber Boys, running out your top five.
And look out as well for these playoff drivers with Riley Curtis now he's up 25 positions now into 7th position, and also Brad Wright as well. What a cracking run for him as well. He's up in the top 6 as well. He's up 21. The other ones, the trucks to watch, and also watch Jason Holdsworth and Chris Bleakley, see if they can come through the field on these fresher tyres. This will be a little strategy too, Dylan, that the crew chiefs and the teams will be looking at what their lap times are, thinking if we get a green white checker or another yellow flag, most teams would have one set of tyres still left. So do we put them down knowing what the lap times of what Holdsworth and Bleakley are doing?
I think right now this is going to be the time where I'm using those fresh tires to my advantage. As of right now, Riley Curtis up to P number 6. You got those fresh tires. You got 19 laps to go. It is go big or go home for a lot of these drivers. Riley Curtis is going to drive the absolute wheels off of this thing. He wants to put enough distance between himself and Trent Lavelle and get that final playoff position. As Dave Douglas looks down to the inside of Aaron Borg. Aaron Borg's got the momentum off the top. He's going to hold on to P number 2, but Dave Douglas not going to stop there. They have a lap traffic of the number 777 of Kelvin up on that outside. They're going to be able to make it around that driver nice and easily. They're still going to be single file, but Dave Douglas following right in the foot. Oh, three wide. Oh, gets around, but no, there's going to be a caution as Andy Barber getting tagged by Jamie Davis there right at the end.
That's a little damage there on the 5 truck there. Not too much, a little bit on the back, but that seems like it's about it. As we see the the lap car comes down. Oh, hang on, what's happened here? Oh, no, and Barber's just got loose by himself.
Yeah, Barber got a little bit loose, and I think what really started it was the 777 getting a little bit scared to make it 3 wide there. Was coming down the racetrack, didn't realize that Andy Barber and Riley Curtis were coming up that quickly. As we get another good look here from the number 5's perspective. Is he going to start coming down, and maybe a little bit of internet gremlin netcode played a little bit of a factor there. That could have been day done for Riley Curtis if Andy Barber didn't correct himself and go towards the outside wall.
100%. Looked like the 93 came up a little bit as well. Only a slight little bit on the 5, and the 5 got up as well. Could go either way, that one there. That one for the race stewards to decide afterwards. If you're watching out there online, who's your prediction for the win? We'll have 13 for 13. Man, I am hopeless with English tonight, Dylan. I reckon we'll have 11 to go when we go green next. I know, man, I'm hopeless.
If you guys haven't already and you guys are out there on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, whatever maybe platform that you guys are watching out here tonight, make, make sure you guys give us a like, comment who your favorite driver is. Maybe we can bring him up on screen. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the broadcast. Send us a shout out up here in the broadcast booth. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It is completely free. There's no such thing as payments. You don't have to pay it. It's completely free. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification. Turn on all notifications that the Australian E Series has to offer throughout the entire week. Every other Sunday, we have the Xfinity Series, and then on Tuesday nights we have the B&G X Series as well. Then Thursday nights or Thursday mornings, Thursday mornings, Thursday nights is going to be the A&E Truck Series with myself and Nigel in the broadcast booth on a Thursday night. So if you guys don't want to miss anything, make sure you guys hit those bell notifications, turn on all notifications so you guys don't miss anything that we have to offer. And Nigel, we're going back to racing. We're going to have 10 laps to go. Aaron Borg on the outside, Brad Newman on the inside. A green flag is back out. We're underway. Brad Newman, beautiful jump on that inside lane. He's going to get clear of the number 43. 43 is going to jump down to the inside. Ryan Barber trying to bring his number 194 up there towards the front. He's going to try to put something to it, see if he just can't get himself a race win.
Just a little bit loose there, coming out of the corner there for the 10 of Dave Douglas. Though look out for that 41 truck on the outside of Tom Frere, and also as well Riley Curtis going for the win. Angus Lawford as well. What a great result for him so far in the 52. He's now up into 7th. Now also as well, the Brad Wright in the 19. Another good result as with him as well is Riley's on the outside of his teammate Dave Douglas, and bragging rights happening right there.
You see it there. He's got to the outside of the number 41. Oh, super close. Riley Curtis had to lift just a tad. Didn't want to turn the number 41. Oh, it could have been happening there. These guys have their elbows out, and this is what I was talking about, Nigel. White knuckle, bare knuckle, all the way around this race as another caution flag at Kelvin Clark. The 777s going to go around here tonight. Going to see exactly what happened to the number 777 of Kelvin.
Oh, self-spin by... Oh, and he collects the 4 as well on his way
we got
through.
some memorabilia. We got some memorabilia on the racetrack. You see it? Do you see the memorabilia coming up? It's almost jumping up in our face. Like it wants to get rid of. Yeah, see it? Look at it. Yeah, see, it wants us to have the autograph, $5.99, 4 easy installments. I mean, you get your favorite driver
100%
as Dave Douglas. Oh, it's almost... I don't know. If a lot of drivers come in, cool, that play works. But looking at it, there's only 3 to 4 people in pit lane. I don't know, Nige. I don't like that strategy call.
The 10 of Dave Douglas has got nothing to lose as well. They're not in the playoff picture at all. They're just out here to race and to have fun. The one that I'll be really watching here is the 93 truck of Riley Curtis. Now, this truck, he just needs to finish inside the top 10 to make the playoffs. At the moment, he's trying to get that win where he should be playing a little bit smarter at the moment and just banking points. Just bank points. It's all they've got to be able to do at the moment. And then you also look at this at the moment as well. In the top 10, we've actually got 3 Project 36 cars, Lawford, Griffiths, and Davis as well. Brendan, he's back up into that top 10 as well. But also watch out for Jason Holdsworth as well. He's got the freshest set of tyres in the field with Brendan Griffiths and Brad Wright. So let's see if they can make that little push, which will happen with only 2 laps to go.
Yeah, 2 laps to go here tonight. It was super quick race all the way in and through. Is going to be Newman and Borg leading us to the green flag, and then you got Ryan Barber in third, Tom Freer in fourth, and then Riley Curtis running out your top 5. I think Riley, you know what? I'm going to put in all my chips. I'm going all in. I'm going Vegas style. I think Riley Curtis can get it done. If he can get to the outside quick enough, I honestly think, Riley Curtis could have a really good shot at getting this race win, maybe even possibly a podium position. But he's got to be smart about what he does, getting himself up there to that podium position. Doesn't want to put himself in a position where he was almost with Andy Barber with a little bit of a late race accident there. But green flag back out in the air. Brad Newman going to bring us back to the green flag. He's going to get clear of Aaron Borg and Tom Freer. Looking to go up to the outside. He's going to try to get around. Oh, Barber. A little bit of contact as Riley Curtis down to the inside. There it is. Oh, white flag's out. Tom Freer. Oh, no. Oh, Jason Holdsworth. Brad Newman. Oh, Aaron Borg. Oh, Riley Curtis got through it. Aaron Borg's going to come around. Final lap. He's going to get the race win. Aaron Borg collects pay dirt. Not exactly sure what happened. We seen Jason Holdsworth go over. He had a big wreck. And then when we queued up the race leader, Nigel, it was Brad Newman getting back to the outside wall. Oh, there's a lot to unpack on this final lap.
We'll watch this here and watch the last lap here as Newman gets in. Oh, just a little bit of a bump. 41 gets turned by the Ryan, the Barber. Oh.
Riley Curtis barely missed. Oh, man. He better have a rabbit's foot or something, because Riley Curtis has to be the luckiest man in the world to get around all those wrecks here tonight. But it's going to be Aaron Borg with another race win here tonight. Nigel, this man was 2 laps down at one point in this race and came back and got the race win here tonight.
100%, and like we said with the broadcast, do not rule this 43 car out. A few cautions and he will bring this truck back to up the front, and the cautions went his way, and takes home the victory tonight.
Yeah, going to run down our little post-race results before we give our top 3 in the broadcast booth. Is going to be Aaron Borg with the race win here tonight, Ryan Barber in P number 2 with Riley Curtis running out your top 3, Angus Lawford in 4th, Brandon Chooch, Griffiths in 5th, Jamie Davis in 6th, Dave Douglas in 7th, Brad Newman in 8th, 9th is going to be Brian Blundell, and running out your top 10 is going to be Jason Holdsworth.
The 11th position, nice synergy. Sim Racing's Tom Freer in the 41. Brad Wright brings it home at 12th with Aaron Dorman in 13th and Chris Bleakley in 14th. Jared Gilbert for Project 36 in 15th. Kelvin Clark in 16th. Andy Barber finishes 7 laps down in 17th with Tyler Williams for Racecraft Academy finishes 8 laps down in 18th. As we go over the page, we've also then got Kuday Tao finishes in 19th. McKernan finishes in 20th. Tim Blundell 21st. Matt Raymond finishes 22nd. These cars are multiple laps down, which is David Lawler, Lachlan Pryke, Trent Laval, Lachlan Nicusio, Lachlan Frank, Mark Grockett, and Aaron Major rounds out the field tonight. Dylan, what a race.
Absolutely, what a race. We're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break here. Get our drivers up here in the broadcast booth after these quick messages, and we'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And welcome back here tonight. We're going to go ahead and start off with our race review or race interviews here tonight. Going to start with P number 2, starting with P number 1 is going to be Aaron Borger, the number 43 machine. Aaron, you going from 2 laps down after the start that you had, jumping the start early in the race, 2 laps down, get your laps back, stay out of cautions, and you put yourself in a way to get the race win here tonight. You can't be too mad about it.
Yeah, thanks. It was definitely an eventful race. Made it hard on myself jumping the start there, but yeah, just tried to stay out of trouble, get the lucky dog, and then managed to get up the front and have a crack at the end.
Now, was that a start infringement that gave you a black flag at the start?
Yeah, it said that I had got to the start finish line before the leader, so that was me done. And then as I came into the pits to serve it, the yellow flag dropped just before I came in, so had to go through twice.
So when you was 2 laps down, did you think that your night was done? Did you have any hope that you was going to make it back onto the lead lap and hopefully fight for a win?
Yeah, I was hoping it'd kind of be like Tuesday night with more cautions, but we didn't really get as many until the end. But yeah, if we had a few more at the start, I probably would have been thinking that I was in a better shot. But yeah, I think we just got lucky with where they fell and taking tyres at the right time as well.
You know, obviously getting your second win on the season, and they both come from short tracks. One at Richmond, one here, so I guess we can call you a short track ace as it is sitting right now. Love to see the number 43 up here in victory lane once again, once by Richard Petty, once by you. But Aaron, if there's anybody onto that number 43 machine you'd like to give a shout out to, the floor is yours, good sir.
Yeah, thanks. Just mainly thanks to you guys for putting the series on. Apologies to Brad there at the end. I was trying to just move him up, so yeah, unfortunately he turned around. But yeah, it was good fun racing, and yeah, thanks to you guys for putting everything on.
In the spirits of Dale Earnhardt, I didn't want to wreck him. I just meant to. Comes home with a podium position. Put yourself in prime time position. Kept yourself around the top 10, top 15 all night long. Kept that number 194 truck as clean as you possibly could. And you were right there. If you had another lap or two, you could have gotten around that number 43 machine.
Yeah, well, I was hoping to get past Aaron and Brad there at the end, just try to keep the truck clean. I got a bit mixed up at the end there. I think I took time out there. I feel pretty bad about that. I didn't mean that. Tried to keep my nose clean through that race, but I knew that Tuesday night was a bit average with quite a few cautions, so I took a bit of a different approach tonight. Didn't qualify. Started at the back, just tried to keep my nose clean. And worked out.
With the good race result tonight into the top 3 for you tonight, Ryan, has this build your momentum into the playoffs starting next week at New Hampshire?
I hope so. I don't know how I'll go with that track. It's pretty flat, and I haven't really ran there that much, but I'll definitely give it a crack and practice and get the laps in. But as I'm not in the playoffs. Well, I'm in the playoffs, but I haven't secured a win yet. So that was the primary goal tonight, was to try and secure a W and lock myself in. So I believe that I am the runner-up on the standings there. So the goal tonight was to try and lock myself in, but couldn't get it done. But I'm still pretty happy with the result.
Yeah, definitely got to be happy with the result here tonight. Obviously, you're going to make your way into the playoffs, being 72 points above relegation to make the top 12. But Ryan, if there's anybody out there on the number 194 Black Creek Carby's machine that you want to give a shout out to, the floor is yours.
Yeah, first of all, shout out to you guys for the league. Nigel does a great job. Also, other members in the background. You know, it's not easy to put on a show, especially to this scale. So, big shout out to Nigel and everyone else that runs the league there. You guys for the broadcast. You know, I enjoy watching every single one of them, even when I'm not in the race. So, it's always good to sit back and watch the action. Dad for being in the race with me. He just whipped up a quick scheme that he had pre-saved. He just put the 194 on my truck tonight, so it was good to stick that paint on for the first time and get a good result. Second's pretty good. And then, I'd like to just thank the rest of my team sponsors. That's Mish's Excel Garage, RBA Trading Cards, 7-Eleven, Slacks Creek Carbies, Sydney Pool Servicing. And big shout out to my grandmother that's up north there. Shout out to my grandfather there. We lost him earlier this year. So running his number and getting second twice, like 2 weeks in a row at this track with this car is a big deal for me. So, thanks, guys.
All right, that's going to be our second place finisher of Ryan Barber, racing with a heavy heart, doing his grandparents proud. Going to move on to our third place finisher, the luckiest man that needs to have a rabbit's foot tied to a steering wheel or somewhere. That's going to be the number 93, Riley Curtis. Riley, what an eventful night for you. Dodging wrecks, kissing hands, shaking babies, doing what you needed to do to see yourself up here in P number 3. How you feeling after that 150 lap race? Can we get a hand check real quick?
Relief, I think, would be the best word for that. It was very eventful. There was plenty of near misses. Even the last lap, I didn't realise until afterwards that when Brad came off the wall, he got my rear quarter.
Oh.
So it was eventful.
Now, you're the biggest mover of the night tonight as well. You're up 25 positions to finish in P3 tonight. Was that your strategy tonight, just to go hell for leather because you were just below that cutoff line? This result will push you into the playoffs. How does it feel knowing now that you'll be safe into the playoffs?
Relief will be the word again. I didn't mean to start down the back. I think I started second last or whatever. Did not mean that. I buggered up qualifying, but the Nitro Racing 93 was on rails. Set up by the team was real good. A lot of confidence on the bottom, whereas a lot of people tended to move higher. You could just drive under them. It was good. I didn't make it easy, but yeah.
You know, obviously, you locked yourself into the playoffs. Yeah, we got another look at it there. It was super close. You locked yourself into the playoffs. Obviously, New Hampshire coming up next week. Can't wait to see what you have on for it the rest of the playoffs. You secured your spot. Can't wait to see what happens with that number 93 machine going forward. But Riley, if there's anybody on that number 93 machine like give a big shout out to, the floor is yours.
Nitro Racing, the whole crew there, they've been very helpful in improving my racing and providing the setups every week to give you the confidence and do things like coming from 28th to 3rd. I've got Big Rock Brewing on there, just a local Rockhampton brewer, and you guys, you're putting on I think it's the best NASCAR league in Australia. We got the best broadcast and the best host there.
All right, that's going to do it for our third place finisher, Riley. Congratulations on a well-deserved top 3 here tonight. 25 positions on the standings for you here tonight. We got the results back up there, but Nigel, One hell of a race here tonight. Getting it done, 150 laps. Like I said, going to go by super quick for a lot of these drivers. Any takeaways that you noticed here tonight, and what can we expect going forward at New Hampshire next week?
I think next week's going to be an absolute cracking race, especially with the improvements of some of the drivers in the field. I look at the full Project 36 team, I see the improvement in those guys, and they're going to be having 3 drivers in the playoffs from their team, which will be a massive boost for those guys there. With momentum going into the playoffs. We've also got to remember we've got Brad Newman hoping to go back-to-back championship as well in that one truck. But don't forget as well, Jason Holdsworth will be a bit of a smoky there as well. He is very good in this truck, and there's a lot of tracks in those 1.5 miles that he's very good at as well. And also as well, I don't rule out Tom Freer as well. That the win at Gateways, one win that really sticks to mind, that I think he'll be favourite to win next week after that win at Gateway. I just think that they're the ones to watch at the moment. Also, don't forget tonight's winner as well, and Aaron Ball. He'll be one to watch as well.
Yeah, hopefully Brad Newman's not a Chiefs fan. You know, the 3P was in their hands, and then the Eagles came in and took that Super Bowl away from them. But yeah, there definitely is going to be a fun one to watch next week. You got New Hampshire next week, and then following after with Kansas Motor Speedway following, and then you go the Charlotte Roval to end out the round of 12. The round of 8 starts with Chicagoland, Talladega, and Rockingham to get our round of 4. Our championship drivers cap off the season at Phoenix International Speedway. That's going to do it for myself and Nigel in the broadcast booth. I want to thank Dean Hopton controlling the cameras down in the trailers as we get a beautiful view of those virtual fireworks going off in the stands. I want to give a big shout out to everybody out there who's followed along all season long, commenting and showing their favorite driver their biggest support. Can't wait to see you guys next Thursday as we go playoff racing in the A&E Truck Series. But that's going to do it for myself and Nigel up here on the broadcast booth. Make sure you guys take care. Brush your hair.